Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Today we bringing y'all some possible what-if scenarios in the NBA. We're gonna start off with the Lakers at 1. Now, what if the Lakers could get Paul George, LeBron James, and Kawhi Leonard? Now, I know this probably can't happen, but potentially that team would be lethal if they could. They would probably have to lose a couple players, maybe a draft pick, maybe Lonzo, maybe Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, number 1, and probably their number 2. But who needs them when you got Paul George, LeBron James, and Kawhi? Like, that team right there would be lethal. Like, there would be nobody stopping them just because you got 3 of the best small forwards teaming up together. Like, you don't need a point guard when you got LeBron James. You can run 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And potentially, if they were potentially to get those 3 players without losing Julius Randle, I don't see anybody really stopping the Lakers. I mean, there's really nothing anybody could do with that. Like, Kawhi Leonard, great player. Paul George, great player. LeBron, great player. That team would be lethal. Alright, now, what would happen if the Lakers could get Kevin Durant and LeBron James? Now, that team would be lethal too. They would probably have to lose Lonzo, Kuzma, Brandon Ingram. Like, I know that doesn't sound like it's a lot, but for the Warriors, I mean, they would lose Kevin Durant, but you're getting a young Brandon Ingram, you're getting a young Lonzo, and you're getting a young Kyle Kuzma. So yeah, right now, KD, he has the upside. But potentially, maybe you throw in Randle in this trade too, and bring in LeBron and KD. I don't see why the Warriors wouldn't mind doing that after they just won a couple rings. Now they could take a little seat back and try and rebuild their team for some more years to come. It would probably take them maybe like 2 to 3 years for that team to really get to where they would want to be. But that wouldn't be that bad of a pickup with as much upside as Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma have. Lonzo had not that bad of a year, and if the Lakers threw in Julius Randle in this trade, I definitely don't see why the Warriors wouldn't mind doing that. And for the Lakers, they would have to sign LeBron James, get rid of these players, and sign KD. And trade for KD. That really wouldn't be that bad. That team would be crazy. Kevin Durant and LeBron James teaming up. Who wouldn't want to see that, though? Alright, so we got another blockbuster trade. This one coming out of left field. So the Warriors trade for Anthony Davis while keeping KD and Steph Curry. So for them to do this, they would probably have to trade Clay and trade Draymond. But you keep Kevin Durant and you bring in somebody like Anthony Davis. You're breaking up the Splash Bros. But Anthony Davis is probably one of the best big men in the league. And to team him up with somebody like Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, come on now. You probably have to throw in another first rounder. But the potential lineup for the Warriors, if this were to happen, you would have Curry at the 1, losing Clay, so you would have to probably move Patrick McCall up to 2, or you bring in a draft pick. You got Kevin Durant at the 3. Then you would have either Jordan Bell at the 4, or you could have AD at the 4, and then potentially sign a free agent to run 5. Now the Pelicans lineup. See, this is why this trade might not be that bad of a team. You got Drew Holiday at the 1. You got Klay Thompson at the 2. You got maybe Solomon Hill, or they could sign another free agent to run 3. But then you got Draymond Green at the 4 and DeMarcus Cousins at the 5. That would probably be like the #1 defensive team in the league, which is why the Pelicans might not do that. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't mind getting rid of Anthony Davis to bring in Klay Thompson and Draymond. Like, that honestly wouldn't be that bad of a trade. Then you would have Rondo coming off the bench. Yeah, that team really wouldn't be that bad. Or potentially they could trade Andre Iguodala with Klay Thompson, and that team wouldn't be that bad either. They would probably pick up 2 first-rounders though. Alright, so next team got Kevin Love. Yeah, average 17, 9 and 1. It's not that bad, but honestly, I don't think Kevin Love is gonna stay in Cleveland another year. So potentially we got to trade maybe Kevin Love for a player like CJ McCollum. You would probably have to team him up with maybe Sadie Ousmane and that potential Brooklyn first pick. So this team right here for the Cavs, if LeBron were to stay with CJ McCollum, you would have George Hill at the 1, you would have CJ at the 2, LeBron at the 3, maybe you bring in a free agent or a draft pick at the 4, and then you would have Tristan Thompson at the 5, which is not that bad of a lineup. And I don't see why the Trailblazers wouldn't mind doing it, because CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard, just having a backcourt isn't getting it done anymore. And having Dame Lillard with Kevin Love and Nurkic, that they might be able to make it a little further than just having Nurkic, Dame Lillard, and CJ McCollum. So that's with LeBron. But if they were to do it without LeBron, the Cavs could still trade Kevin Love and Ousmane, and they would probably pick up maybe Zach Collins and Evan Turner, maybe with another first rounder. See, well, the Cavs without LeBron, without Kevin Love, would definitely probably go on the back burner. But with Zach Collins being a second-year player and then bringing in 2 first rounders with Evan Turner, I feel like that team wouldn't be that bad, because Evan Turner, nice vet. You lose the age of Kevin Love, but you're bringing in young talent. And young talent right now in the league has definitely shown that they can hang around these past 2 years with Dennis Smith Jr. You got Donovan Mitchell. There's plenty of young players that are doing well in the league right now. So maybe the last blockbuster trade we got, maybe not blockbuster, but a nice one, maybe the Hornets trading Kemba Walker to New York. Kemba averaged 22, 3 and 5. That's great stats. Kemba grew up in New York. He definitely wants to play there. So maybe the Knicks receive Kemba and Nicholas Batum for maybe some players like, Joakim Noah, have a solid bench player, Courtney Lee, and then that number 9 overall pick. So, and then they would probably throw in a 2020 pick, which potentially is probably going to be like a top 5 pick. So Kemba coming to the Knicks, I like that a lot. Team him up with what's the boy name? Porzingis. That would be a nice team. So the Knicks potential lineup right there would be Kemba at the 1, Tim Hardaway Jr. at the 2, like that. That's a nice backcourt. You got Nicholas Batum at the 3, solid. Kristaps Porzingis at the 4, and then you sign a free agent or you draft a center. And then the Charlotte Hornets potentially would get maybe you draft a point guard or you sign a free agent. They got the 9th overall pick, so you could potentially get a nice point guard to draft that could potentially be a starter. Then you would have Malik Monk at the 2. You would have Michael Kidd-Gilchrist at the 3, Marvin Williams at the 4, and then Dwight Howard at the 5. And then you would have Courtney Lee coming off the bench with Joakim Noah coming off the bench. I mean, that team honestly isn't that bad. Kemba is probably, I know he doesn't want to stay there anymore, so I don't see why the Hornets would do that trade, just because the Knicks really don't have anything to offer other than that pick. But that would be a nice pickup for the Knicks to bring in Kemba, seeing as he's from New York and he kind of wants to play there. But that's all for this one right now. We're probably gonna bring in some more trades for the next episode, maybe coming in a week or so, depending on how the free agency goes this summer. And see any trades, depending on if any blockbuster trades come, probably have another episode in a week or so. But until then, I'm out. Peace.